I'm Burnham Lewis Jr. I'm a senior. I'm from Jupiter, Tequesta, Florida. I live there now, but I grew up in Long Island, New York. Two-parent household. I always went to independent schools growing up because my dad worked at them, so I was always on financial aid. So I've never been to public school. But most of my best friends happen to be at public schools that were around where I'm from. And I guess I ended up here as a long shot kind of. My stepmother is on the board, and my dad left his old job. We went to Thanksgiving with them, and she was like, you should throw in an application at Middlesex, and ended up getting in. It's my bucket list. I guess to go super stereotypical, I definitely want to skydive. I like to live out of the U.S. I've never actually been anywhere outside of the U.S. besides the British Virgin Islands. I want to snowboard, heli snowboard, on just fresh stuff that hasn't been touched. I think about other people's inability to deflect stress daily, because it's forever present, especially here. And it's somewhat frustrating sometimes because I feel like people will distract me or other people from things that they're enjoying because they have this crazy thing where they just need to be stressed about something at all times. There needs to be somewhere where they're going or something that they're doing. And I think that that's something that I've noticed, especially since I came here, and I definitely think about every day. But probably what I'm going to do for my plaque, which is these 3 waves. It's a pattern that I'm kind of obsessed with, and I just think it's really representative of how everything and everyone moves in waves, so they have their peaks and their falls. It's kind of how everyone moves through everything. Yeah, I have a scar on my chin here. We had a wrestling room at my old school, which ceilings are super low. It's not like here. And they had these speakers that were stilted off the wall, and we would play this game with a bunch of medicine balls, or not medicine balls, the bouncy ones, exercise balls. And I kicked one, and it hit the speaker, and I saw it start to fall, and I tried to catch it. Long Island. I love the seasons in Long Island. They're kind of like here. And there's just different stuff associated with each season, Bayville Sunsets, which is a town that I grew up in, and there's just water everywhere when you're driving, and it's always still and not choppy, so the sunlight reflects off of the water, bounces into your face, and that's summer. And then there are a couple spots where my parents got into fender benders in the winter because it would get slippery there. I guess just little stuff like that about Long Island. And then the whole sports culture, it's supposed to be tough guy type of thing that I think everyone holds with them. Most people that come from Long Island play lacrosse and stuff. And that's an attitude that is flawed in a lot of ways, but definitely is with a lot of people that come out of Long Island. I wish I had more time to do a lot of the things in high school that I know I'm not going to ever be able to do again, so that's or I don't know if I'm going to be able to do again, so that's write music with my friend Cooper, who knows if I'm going to be able to ever do that with him again, or play sports with all of my high school friends, just the things that people get feeling sad about as high school comes to a close. is like the things that I wish I had more time for, I think. Probably not more time for. I think I try really hard not to regret. But you know, little regrets sometimes. I'll regret like not working hard. You know, that's what I think I've heard since I was like a little kid. It's like, you know, if you actually like tried at this, it'd make a big difference. So I guess that's an example of regret. But I'd definitely say try not to regret, because there's really not much of a point of doing it. I think going through my autoimmune disorder, which the alopecia, was like really crazy time in my life. That's what I wrote my college essays about, and my Middlesex admission essay. Because from 10 to 12, I was like slowly losing my hair, and then when I turned 12, I had like half of my hair left, and I just like shaved it off and stopped treating it to like go fully bald. And I think, other than like the external part of it, which I think I got over quicker, the internal, like, kind of like tensing that everyone does, I think, when you walk into a room, is like so amplified for like a 12-year-old who has no hair, and like walking into any room and just like feeling clenched and tense because you feel like people are looking, staring, talking, whispering, and like being able to get over that hump, which I think everyone does at some point, but at such a young age, like being forced to do so, will probably forever be the biggest life-changing moment for me. I believe that humans are greedy. I believe that